What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing wheel spacers all around. It's my first time doing spacers. I got these 2-inch rough country ones. Yeah, first time doing spacers in rough country. Should be interesting. First time doing those. I know these ones are already shaved down because it's current. This one has an inch and a half spacers on it, and all around. So the studs will be already grinded down. Then I got to slap the bearing on, so I'll be able to do that last. Nothing too bad. Done them before. Pretty simple. And then I gotta trust my life with these Harbor Freight jack stands. Just picked them up the other day. I've used them before and they seem to be just fine. I used them when I did the front diff on this truck, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm excited to see how much these tires will stick out, and yeah, I know I gotta paint these yet. Might just get it set for the summer and just leave these to get abused in the winter. I don't know yet, but it's finally warm enough out for me to actually do a video for once. Enough stalling for sure. Let's get that installed. Welcome. All that being said, let's get right to it. Yeah, these have those fancy lug nuts on, so I gotta use this puppy right here, but all right, let's start loosening up so I can start bringing this truck in here. Welcome to the Midwest. Look how freaking rusty these puppies are. Nice. Alrighty, I got the jack stands under there, and I placed the jack under the diff just for a second backup plan. I know y'all are probably roasting me in the comments because I'm using a chrome socket, but I'm willing to take that risk. One more. Yeah, this old one was pretty crusty. Yeah, she was on there for a while. That's it compared to the new one I'm putting on there. 1.5 inches compared to 2. Gonna look so good. I'm probably gonna clean this one up a bit. Make it look a little better for the new one. The same old crappy lug nuts for now. Till I can, a little later, get some different ones. I'll just slap some PV Blaster on them, should be fine for now. Not looking too bad. Take the little Milwaukee to it. Yeah, it's looking a little better. I didn't get most of this stuff, but I got most of the corrosion stuff off because I'll probably be replacing these drums down the road anyway, but it looks way better than it was. So let's get that spacer mounted. All right, this side is on. Not looking half bad. Looking pretty good. I'll give her a little tire poke. Looks pretty good. All right, let's do the next side. You know you're in the Midwest when your lug nuts start rolling rust. Forget rolling coal, we roll rust now. I know this is a big no-no and a big safety issue in the whole truck community or whatnot, but just for gits and shiggles, I stacked two 2-inch spacers, and holy smokes, I'm not mad at it. Almost looks like I'm running some 14 wides on this puppy. I would not hate doing that. Something for the future, of course. Yeah, that's pretty insane. That's quite a bit of poke. That's quite a bit of tire poke. Nice. Alright, I got everything off and sanded down. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Got some other stuff I gotta touch up, but looking pretty good. I got all the corrosion stuff off, but it's kind of hard to see with the light, but not too bad, not too bad. Alright, touch a little bit more of it, then I'm gonna slap the spacer on. Alright, passenger side rear is done. Looks pretty good. Alright, now I got the front ones to do now. It is now the next day. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to finish this last night. I ran out of time and it's starting to get too cold out. Yeah, it's currently the next day, but I got salt off. But yeah, I'm gonna do the passenger side and then I'm gonna do the driver's side, get that bearing done, and all right, let's get this thing turned around. This means first ever, well, garage cold start. Let's get it. Behind it, not even 5 feet from it, and have nothing to hold the camera with. My ears are still ringing. The beast is finally turned around. All right, let's get started with this puppy right here. All right, passenger side is all done. Things all nice and tight. Let's get hopping on that driver's side. Yeah, I went ahead and skipped the installation of the new wheel bearing. It took me longer than it was supposed to, and cussing up a storm, but no one wants to watch me bang on the bearing for almost 2 hours. So it's all installed. New ABS line wire. Starting to put the new spacer on this side, and we'll be all done. I made a rookie mistake while putting the spacer on. I forgot the dang cap for this. All right, now we can put the spacer on. All right, wheels on. Let's get this thing on the ground. How about a cold start for y'all? All right, I finally got her backed outside, and everything looks just fine. Everything looks pretty good on it. The tires got a little poke, but nothing too crazy. The bearing on the Tundra truck was another story. Couldn't find any hammers right off the bat, so I ended up resulting to a receiver hitch. But all in all, I apologize for the delay on this one. It took a little bit longer than I expected, but there'll be more to come. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and God bless America, and y'all have a good one. See you in the next one.